Well, okay, so I said out into the Facebook world, when would you guys watch my show? And I put it out there and I said, okay, 7:30 a.m. or 7:30 p.m. And you know what happened? I got an even split. So what am I to do? Do favoritism? I can't. I can't do favoritism. So this is what the schedule is going to be, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for this? Okay. So as I said, I had a question out there to the Facebook world about when would be a good time for me to do this show. Turn off the echo. And I got a split of 50-50. So here's the schedule, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I have the 7:30 a.m. show, what's happening right now, right here on Thursday. Now, the reason why I find that appropriate is because that I find that I'm full of piss and vinegar in the morning, and by nighttime, it all goes away and I'm relaxed. So why not harness that wildebeest and put it into a show? So here it is. 7:30 a.m. Thursday. I'm here live. Come and talk with me. You better have some coffee. All right. Friday, I have a show. It's called Suicide Notes and Diary Songs. That's when I sing either my originals or covers. And I have some updates as well. I was talking to the fine people at Artery just yesterday. They have this new wicked software that I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about, but I am testing right now. And I got to tell you, it's quite fantastic. All right, both from the visual standpoint and in particular the audio standpoint, because you know how I'm a little hell-bent on that. All right, so that is Friday at 8 p.m. is Suicide Notes and Diary Songs when I play my guitar. So it's different from the show that you're seeing right now. And then Sunday is currently my how-to. All right, so last week, which brings me to my next point. Last week, I made on Sunday how to make cannabis butter without having to decarboxylate that shit and just cook it for 8 hours in that nice low temperature slow cooker. It came out better than expected, by the way. Oh boy, did I pay the price. So what happened was, preparing for the show, which is coming up this Sunday, is when I take those that butter and I turn it into brownies. Geez, I just gave it away, didn't I? No, yeah. So cannabis butter being converted into brownies. Now I did it already because, of course, you got to test. You know, this is how productions work. And I cut a square about this much, and oh my God, it was like the hand of God was just pushing me into my bed for 8 hours, all right? It was a little much. And I will talk about that on the show, on how to, make edibles safe, and how to be responsible if you're going to give portions to your friends, and what the dosage is. Because I'm telling you, edibles are liquid nitrogen. You don't know what you're going to get. So we'll get into that show. That's coming up on Sunday. All right. So I posted that show. Up on YouTube, the How to Make Cannabis Butter. My very first show. I'm very proud of it. And then, bam, it got flagged. Now, was it for copyright? No. It's because it had cannabis in it, and they just didn't want children to hear about it. Now, this is the same YouTube. I have two uses for YouTube. I have it, of course, posting my own stuff and falling to sleep to murder porn, okay, on a loop. Those are the only two uses I have for YouTube, all right? So I find it ironic that they'll flag my stuff when the only stuff that I'll actually watch is murder porn to fall asleep to. And listen, don't judge me. You do it too. Okay. So I got flagged. Now, I find that crazy. So if you want to see it, and if you're 18 years old and older, okay, because that'll pop up when you click on it, it'll say, "Are you 18?" So you can watch this. Oh, wait, where is this? How come I don't have this going yet? How come I don't have this going yet? Okay. I gotta settle down. See, this is why I have to do the show at 7:30 a.m. Because this is how I am in the morning. Okay, so another thing I posted up on the social media, on my Facebook, was this ad that I kept on getting. Now, I'm going to bring it up. So lately, I've been getting this image up on my Facebook. And yes, okay, if you can't really see because it's kind of blowing out here with my lighting today, it looks like a penis with some sort of plastic thing jammed down the shaft and some electronic device on it. Now, I looked at it, and you can see at the bottom here, it says Wish. Now, anybody who's wise enough to know is never click on the app that brings you to with the Wish app. All right, because you just do that for like 20. You install it, you think you're gonna get something cool, like find out what the hell this is. Yeah, good luck getting that app. All right, it's useless, and then you wind up deleting it, and it's a parasite on your Facebook for the rest of time. Okay, so I had this parasite which is called, hey, get the Wish app, and you can buy this for $2. I didn't want to click on it, so what I did was I screen captured it, and I put it up on Facebook and say, what the hell do you think this is? Now people gave me some crazy answers to it. And I had to know what it was too. It turns out it's some sort of sexual thing where it's called sounding. There are people who find this enjoyable, and I guess this is some sort of like light electric impedance that goes through there for your penis. All right, so that is what it was. So I found out, ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering what it was, it's called soundings. Look it up at your own peril. Okay, so now why would they give this to me? What would engage Facebook to want to bring this ad up to me, not just once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times when I went, what the fuck is this thing? What is it about the algorithm and me that would garner this? Well, as you know, ladies and gentlemen, I have a health issue. And I have to require to use a catheter. Now, there's a very good chance that Facebook overheard me talking to my nurse about a catheter. Or it could have been me researching, typing into the computer about catheters. But guess what I didn't want, Facebook? I don't need this right now. I don't need this. And I wish you would stop listening in on my conversations and then showing me this. I have things that are actually quite personal and hurtful right now that I'm going through. I don't need you to send me some sexual device for my dick. All right? Kind of a sensitive issue right now. Speaking of which, you know, you got to turn lemons into lemonade, so that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So let me put on some tracks, okay? You're here at Victory Battle Live, and I'm calming down. Okay, let me load up the next track, because this is going to be a competition, okay? I like contests. Now, I have a contest that's coming up after the brownies, all right? After we do the brownie thing, we're going to be doing a cooking competition with 3 people, 3 groups, to see who can make the best edibles. Now, I'm going to supply the butter, all right? And we're going to have this competition. But right now, we're just starting off with competitions because we're going to play this new game. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the game. Now, let me give you the backstory. Now, if you don't know the backstory, it's this. I had a gigantic cyst growing in my pelvis, all right? And it had to be operated on. And when they took out the cyst that they've never seen ever in their entire life, this big, there was other things that came along with it. So this is what the cyst looked like. Right here, I'll show you what it looked like. I made a kaleidoscope of my cyst so that it wouldn't be so shocking. So here it is. This is my cyst. This is my cyst. This is my cyst. Yeah. This is my cyst. This is my cyst. Yeah. See that? I did a little song recording over to it. Let's hear that song again. This is my cyst. This is my cyst. Yeah. This is my cyst. This is my cyst. Yeah. Okay, so what I did was I turned my picture of my cyst, the X-ray, into a lovely kaleidoscope. It almost looks like some sort of like Navajo pattern on a blanket. Wow, I like it a lot. Well, I didn't like it when it was inside me, that's for sure. So when they took out my cyst, there was some complications that came along with it. So I'm going to show you some of the complications that came with it. So the first thing, of course, is I had to have a stoma. So I have this bag that I'm pooping out the front. And, of course, my butt is offline while it heals, okay? And then over here, you see that catheter, all right? That catheter is what I got to use every day. So that's what Facebook was picking up. And, of course, they sent me this, which is going to represent the fact that my man stuff doesn't work right now. But this is a show about recovery. So, ladies and gentlemen, one of these things have recovered. So let's begin. Has a doctor told me that my stoma will be reversed? Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, so that's your first question. Is that the first one? The second one is my butt completely healed? Okay, has my butt completely healed? That's your second choice. Your third choice is, do I no longer have to use a catheter because I can pee on my own? And your fourth choice, given to me, these graphics lovely from Facebook, does my man parts work again? Okay, so those are your 4 choices. Now, look, I made some lovely graphics, and I don't know why they're not working right now, but that's okay, because remember what I said, everybody. This show is about perseverance. So you're going to see things tightening up, okay? So that was just me pausing while you had to think about what are the one thing that's right now I'm recovering from and I've got off my plate, okay? Is it I have information about my stoma reversal? Is my butt back to working order again, as in it's all healed? Can I pee on my own without a catheter? And fourthly, do my man parts work again? Okay? That's your choices. All right, here's your answer. Ladies and gentlemen, May the 4th, my man parts came back on in all its glory. So, Mom, good news, I can have kids. Now, these other 3 are up in the air, all right? But that's my recovery game. It'll look even better next time when it fucking works. But until then, that is what's going on. So, remember, everybody, here's the coming up show. Now, let me put on some tracks. So, all right, so that's the show for today. I'm really happy how things are coming along. Farts and breaks, you know. Because remember, this show is about perseverance. And so I will persevere, and I will show you how I'm doing it. And maybe some of the tools that I'm using in this quest, you can use too. And you'll find those throughout the shows that I do. You'll also see them particularly whittled down on the Sunday at 11 o'clock a.m. when I do a how-to. All right? So those are the 3 shows I got going on. 7:30 a.m. right here on Instagram. I have this show, which is called Victory Battle Live a.m. And then I have on Friday at 8 p.m., there will be ticketing for this eventually properly sorted out. It's Suicide Notes and Diary Songs, where I do a collection of my own real ones, my own that I've written myself that are very personal and has awesome stories behind them. And secondly, the covers that I like. Now, I'm growing from this, so I want you to see this. And of course, on Sunday is the 11 a.m. show where I show you how to do stuff. Now, I hope you like that show. So just give me a shout. Give me some feedback. Tell all your friends about my show. That would be great. But until then, this is Victory Battle signing off. Have a happy Thursday.